1 minute. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Start. You can
Uh,
start.
okay.
Hmm.
Hello.
Sneha, start.
Okay, sir. Good morning, all. My name is Sneha Kamre, and today I am giving a seminar on image processing using machine learning. So, I will start with the introduction of image processing. Image processing is a method to perform some operation on an image. So, to perform some action on image or to task on image is called as an image processing. So, here is one architecture of an image processing. So there is one image as a input, then it acquiring the images, and process it is pre-processing the image, then feature extraction, knowledge based, associative storage, and comparison. These are the 6 stages of the image processing. As we can say, digital image is an image that is f of xy in which both spatial coordinates and brightness is digitalized. So this is an introduction of image processing. Then introduction of machine learning. Machine learning generally means that you are training the machine to do something task or
Sneha.
to operation.
Sneha.
Yes, ma'am.
Explain each step of that architecture. Previous slide.
Mm, okay, ma'am.
Diagram.
Um, Actually, ma'am, I will give one example, real-time example of image processing. Let's one take a we are having one image that is captured by one camera. That is one water drop on a leaf. Then that image is captured by the camera, and then it sent to the digital system to remove some details uh, from that image, and then process it to the digital system to zooming out that image, and we will get one HD picture of that simple image. So this is an image processing.
What do you mean by pre-processing?
Uh,
What exactly done in pre-processing?
Actually, ma'am, I am not deeply studied this architecture.
You should study, na? You are presenting in front of all. You should study first.
Yes, ma'am, but I am studying these IEEE papers on machine learning and image processing. So,
But whatever architecture you have shown, at least you should know the architecture, na?
yes, ma'am.
At least theoretical concept you should know, no?
Yeah, ma'am.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, yeah, introduction of machine learning. Machine learning generally means that to train the machine to do something, as like to give task to the machine to perform some action. Like here we are processing image processing by setting some training data. Machine learning have models that can be used to determine which would provide better image processing. And it depends on the what type of image processing we are doing using machine learning. So there are three types of machine learning. First is mach- supervised learning. Second is unsupervised, and third is reinforcement learning. In the supervised learning, where basically we train an algorithm, and in the end of the process, we pick the function that best describes the input data. as an input data that one of the given x makes the best estimation of the x as to y. So at the time of most of the time of the we are not able to figure out the true function that always make the correct prediction, and other reason is that the algorithm rely upon the assumption made by the human. It is the best prediction. Here the human uh, expert acts as a teacher, where we feed the computer with the training data containing input and predictors. So this is supervised learning. In the supervised learning, there are some algorithms we are using in this type of the supervised learning. Nearest neighbor, linear regression, neural network. These are some list of common algorithm that we are using in the supervised learning. Next is unsupervised learning. This unsupervised learning uses the unlabeled data. Here there is no any teacher at all. Actually the computer might be able to teach you new things after it learns patterns in data. These algorithms are particularly used for use cases where the human expert doesn't know what to look in the data. There are some algorithms that are used in the unsupervised learning, like clustering algorithm, association rule. These two rules are used in the unsupervised learning. And third one is a reinforcement learning. In the reinforcement learning is a type of machine learning and also branch of artificial intelligence. It allows machines and software agents to automatically determine the ideal behavior within a specific context. So there are some common algorithm using in the reinforcement algorithm, like Q-learning, temporal deference, and deep adversarial networks. These are three types of the machine learning. Next is the image processing tools. There are three tools in the image processing. First one is frameworks and libraries. Second is data sets, and third one is a ready-made solution for particular task. So I will explain one by one. First one is frameworks and the libraries. First one is OpenCV. OpenCV is an open source library. Computer vision framework used in the image processing. It is designed to well optimized for real-time computer vision applications. There are some functionalities of the OpenCV, like it is a simple basic data structure. It uses the image processing algorithm. It detects the human face. Then input and output of images and videos are allowed in the OpenCV. Then next is it is OpenCV designed to develop open infrastructure and basic algorithm for computer vision. It is a basic algorithm for computer vision in image processing tools. Next one is TensorFlow. TensorFlow is one of the open source software library for machine learning. It created to solve the problems of constructing and training the neural networks with the aim of automatically finding and classifying images. There are some functionalities of the TensorFlow. The TensorFlow work on multiple parallel processes. Then it calculates through multidimensional data arrays. Simple debugging is allowed in TensorFlow for image processing tools. It is an own logging system. So these are some functionalities of the TensorFlow. Then next is a PyTorch. It is also one of the open source machine learning platform. It is designed to speed up the development cycle from research prototyping to industrial development. It is easily transition to production, rich ecosystem of tools and libraries, good support for major cloud platforms. In the PyTorch, optimization and automatic differentiation models is easily developed. So there are so many frameworks and libraries. I have listed those in the below, like Cornea, Marvin, WebGazer, Tracking. These are some image processing tools. Next one is a dataset. Dataset means dataset is defined as the collection of data that is needed to train the model and make predictions. In the datasets, there are two types, like unstructured and structured. As shown in the figure, there are structured data and unstructured data. In the structured data, it can be displayed in rows and columns and relational database, where the structured database are in the tabular format, in which we row the database corresponding to the record and the correspondence column to the features. In the figure, as we shown, structured data can be displayed in rows, column, and relational database. It allows numbers, datas, and strings, and structured data requires less storage space, and it is easy to manage. Whereas the unstructured data sets corresponds to the images, text, speech, audio, and etc. As shown in the figure, unstructured data can't be displayed in the rows, columns, and relational database format. It allows images, audio, video, emails, etc. And unstructured data requires more storage space and difficult to manage. So this is an dataset types. Next one is a ready-made solution for a particular task. In the ready-made solution of open source repository, there are some tools that is used to for ready-made solutions. First one is I have taken two tools, like speech to face and mesh RCNN. So I will explain one by one. First one is a speech to face. In the speech to face, the generation of an image, like we have to generate the person's face from the audio of that person, like after recording the voice of that person, we can create the face of that person without any emotions. So this is the ready-made solution for the image processing. Then next one is a mesh RCNN, modeling 3D shape of the object from an image. In the mesh RCNN, we are modeling the 3D shape of an object from the image. It is an end-to-end model, and 3D shape prediction for objects in the input images is used in the mesh RCNN. So these three are the image processing tools. Next one is advantages of the machine learning. First one is easily identifies trends and patterns. Hello. Hello.
Yes, Neha. Yes.
Yes. Okay, ma'am. First one is easily identifies trends and patterns. In the machine learning, can review large volumes of data and discover specific trends. We will take one example as an e-commerce website like Amazon. In the Amazon, it serves to understand the browsing behaviors and purchase histories of its user to help the right products, deals, and the reminders relevant to them. In the Amazon website, we search for some product, and it saves that data for a historical purpose. Then next one is a no human intervention needed. with machine learning, you don't need to babysit your project every step of the way. This is the let's take an example like antivirus. Antivirus software. They learn to filter new threats as they are recognized. Machine learning is also good at recognizing the spam. So this is one advantage of an machine learning. Next one is a continuous improvement. As a machine learning algorithm gain the experience and they keep improving and accuracy and efficiency. As the amount of data you have to keep growing your algorithm learn to make more accurate prediction faster. So continuous improvement is advantage of an machine learning. Next one is handling multi-dimensional and multi-variety data. Machine learning algorithms are good at handling data in a multiple way and multi-variety, as they can do in dynamic or uncertainly environments. Next one is a wide applications. Machine learning could be an either a e-tailer or a healthcare provider that will make machine learning work for you where it does apply. It holds the capability to help deliver a much more personal experience to customers while also targeting the right customers. So these are some advantages of the machine learning. Next one is disadvantages of the machine learning. First one is a data acquisition. Machine learning requires massive data sets to train on, and this should be inclusive and good quality. There can be also times where they must wait for a new data to be generated. So data acquisition is a disadvantage of machine learning. Next one is a time and resources. Machine learning needs enough time to let the algorithm learns and develop the fulfillment of the purpose of with their considerable amount of the accuracy. It also needs massive resources to function. So it requires time to process. So this is an disadvantages of machine learning. Third one is interpretation of a result. Another major challenge is the ability to accurately interpret output of the generated by the algorithm. In the machine learning, it is also important role to generate the actual report of the algorithm that is generated by the system. So you must carefully choose the algorithm for your purpose. Next one is a high error susceptibility. Machine learning is autonomous but highly susceptibility to errors. Suppose you train an algorithm with the data set small enough to not be inclusive. You end up with biased predictions coming from the biased training set. This leads to irrelevant advertisement being displayed to the customer. So high error susceptibility is the one of the disadvantages of the machine learning. Next one is the application of the machine learning. There are so many applications of the machine learning. So first one is the image recognition. Image recognition is one of the most common application of machine learning. It is used to identify the objects, persons, places, and etc. The popular use cases of image recognition and face detection is automatic friend tagging suggestion. As we let's take an example of a Facebook. In the Facebook, there is one feature of auto friend tagging suggestion. Whenever we upload one photo with Facebook friend, then we automatically get a tagging suggestion with the name, and this technology behind is a machine learning. So we are using the face detection and recognition algorithm for the Facebook. Next one is the speech recognition. The speech recognition, uh, as the example like a Google. In the Google, we are using a search by voice option. In it comes under the speech recognition, and it is popular application in the machine learning. Um, Speech recognition is the process of converting the voice into the text, and it is also known as the speech to text. So here we are using the machine learning in the Google. Third is a self-driving cars. So this is one also most popular application of the machine learning. In this application, machine learning plays a significant role in self-driving cars. As we know, the Tesla company, that is most popular car driving. That Tesla company is using unsupervised learning method to train the cars models to detect the places, people while the driving. So this is the most popular application of the machine learning. Next is the email spam and malware filtering. Whenever as we take an example of the email, whenever we receive a new email, it is filtered and automatically as important, normal, and the spam. If we receive an important mail, it already go into our inbox with the important symbol, and spam emails in our spam box, and then and this technology uses the machine learning. And next is automatic language translation. So this is also one of the most popular application of the machine learning. Nowadays, uh, if we visit a new place and we are not aware of the language, then it is not a problem at all. As for this, also machine learning helps us to converting our text into our known language. We will take one example of Google, that Google uses the GNMT, like Google Neural Machine Translation, provides these features, which is neural machine that learning translates our familiar language, and it is also called as a automatic translation. Uh, so these are the applications of the machine learning. Over, sir.
Differentiate between structured data and unstructured data.
Okay, ma'am. In the structured data, we are using the data strings and the numbers. In the structured data, we are displaying the columns, rows, and the relational databases. And in the structured data, we are using less storage, and it requires less space, and it is easy to manage. And unstructured data, it can't be displayed in the rows, columns, and the relational databases. It allows us unstructured data allows us images, audios, and videos, and it requires more space, more storage, and it is not easy to handle.
What about supervised learning and unsupervised learning?
In the supervised learning, we basically we train the algorithm, and at the end of the process we pick the function as the best described input data. Like we take one example of x and y. One for the given x makes the best estimation of the y. So this is an supervised learning. In the supervised learning, we are using algorithm like nearest neighbor, decision trees, and linear regression, neural networks. And in the supervised learning, we have the labeled data. In the unsupervised learning, we are using the we are providing, or we are training the computer for the unlabeled data. So in the unsupervised learning, we are using the clustering algorithm, and the association rules are used in the on supervised learning.
Okay.
Okay.
Sare sir, Shinde sir, you can ask the questions.
Hello, Sneha.
Yes, sir.
What is the use of TensorFlow?
Uh, TensorFlow.
Hello. What is the use
Uh,
of that?
Actually, sir, TensorFlow is one of the open source library for a machine learning. So it is created to solve the problems of the constructing and training neural networks with the aim of automatically finding and classifying the images.
Can you
So
tell
it
one
is
live?
simple.
Hello.
Sorry, sir. Yes,
Can you
sir.
tell one live example of this?
Uh, don't know, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Sare sir.
No question, ma'am.
Okay, we'll stop. What about other students?
Okay, ma'am.
Sare sir, what about other students?